Imagine showing up at your high school reunion, expecting polite small talk, when suddenly that one guy who tormented you for years shows up, full of confidence, acting like he still runs the world. Now imagine getting to erase him from memory, literally. Today's story is about a man who got the ultimate reunion revenge without raising a finger. Before we dive in, smash that like button if you've ever had someone in your past who constantly underestimated you, or worse, made your life miserable. And subscribe for more stories of clever, satisfying, and perfectly executed revenge. My high school class was small, just 72 students. Everyone knew each other. High school was mostly fine for my best friend John and me, except for one guy, Tom. Tom wasn't a full-blown bully. No, he was something subtler, more insidious. He was the kind of guy who made the smarter kids' lives uncomfortable, not by overt violence, but through ridicule, manipulation, and humiliation. He'd stage pranks that humiliated people in front of the whole school, fake party invites, spreading gossip, creating awkward situations. For John and me, it was relentless. John, however, was the kind of guy who used that frustration as fuel. He went on to found a company in his late 20s, which became wildly successful. His contributions to the community grew too. Charity work, fundraising, and even spearheading a STEM center with his name on the building. A high-profile, respected figure. Tom, meanwhile, had always been flashy, self-promoting, chasing get-rich-quick schemes. Social media became his stage. He tried being a white rapper, a DJ, a car salesman, a sketchy real estate investor, a pseudo-crypto guru, constantly promoting himself, never actually building anything substantial. He would DM me over the years with investment opportunities, all of which I ignored. Fast forward to our 25-year reunion over Labor Day weekend. John hosted part of the reunion at his home, a sprawling property with a barn, several acres, and plenty of space for 50 alumni, their spouses, and even 20 kids. John and I, along with our spouses, camped out on a side patio, sipping drinks and catching up. The sun was setting, kids ran around, laughter filled the air, and the smell of barbecue wafted through the property. Everything was relaxed and perfect. And then, of course, Tom showed up. Tom made a beeline for John, extending his hand with a wide grin. "Hey, John. So good to see you. You've done well, but you could be making even more in crypto, you know." John's expression remained calm, polite, but the moment he spoke, he hit Tom where it hurt. "I'm sorry, I didn't catch who you are here with. Is your wife one of our classmates?" Tom, visibly thrown off, stammered, "No, man. I'm Tom ______. We were classmates. You don't remember? I used to razz you guys." John scratched his head, feigned thoughtfulness, and said, "Not really. I think I have a pretty good memory of our class, but I don't remember you at all." At that moment, you could feel the tension. Tom's confident facade cracked. He expected recognition, admiration, validation. Instead, he got blankness. John didn't just stop there. He maintained a calm, polite demeanor but added a layer of authority. "Listen, I get approached all the time because of my business, I get it. But this is my home, a private event." Then casually, he signaled to Ashley, the event planner nearby. "Hey, can you take a moment to verify the guest list? I'm not sure what's going on here." "Thanks." Ashley approached Tom with a practiced smile. "Right this way, sir. We just need to verify your ID against the guest list." "I'm sorry, I hope you understand." Tom's face went from confusion to panic to a visible flush of embarrassment. He followed her, trying to keep his dignity intact, but it was gone. Now, think about what was happening in Tom's head. This was the guy who thrived on recognition, who built his identity around perceived brilliance and social charm. And here he was, publicly invalidated, erased from memory, made to feel like he didn't even exist. Meanwhile, John leaned back, sipping his drink, a small, knowing smile on his face. He wasn't malicious. He didn't humiliate Tom with insults or shouting. The revenge was subtle, elegant, psychologically devastating. I watched as Tom processed the situation. First disbelief, then desperation, then the slow, dawning realization that his social capital, the thing he thought defined him, had been stripped away. 20 minutes later, Tom returned with a classmate who had largely organized the weekend. She politely tried to intervene. "John, I hear you said you don't remember Tom. He played on the football team. He was in our class all 4 years." John smiled, shrugged, and said, "I'm sorry. Sometimes people just fail to leave an impression on me. I hope you enjoy my home and have a lovely weekend." Then he turned to his wife, leaving Tom speechless. "Now let's go check on the important people, the kids." That was it. Nothing more needed. Tom, the guy who once prided himself on being memorable, left the interaction diminished, politely humiliated, and completely powerless. The beauty of this moment was in its simplicity. John didn't need to yell, humiliate, or call out Tom publicly. The erasure itself, the polite, confident dismissal, was the ultimate revenge. Tom got exactly what he deserved. A full dose of karma wrapped in elegance. A lesson in humility delivered without malice, but devastating nonetheless. Sometimes the most powerful revenge isn't anger or confrontation. It's subtle, calm, and undeniable. John's strategy reminds us that the strongest position isn't about proving your dominance. It's about making the offender powerless while maintaining your dignity. And in this case, it worked flawlessly. Tom learned that not every attempt to impress or belittle someone will succeed. Sometimes, you simply don't exist to the people who matter. If you enjoyed watching someone finally get the recognition they deserve while a bully got their comeuppance, hit like. Share your own stories of subtle, satisfying revenge in the comments, and subscribe for more tales where patience, intelligence, and quiet strategy triumph over arrogance.